close to the border here. I also teach music here, and am just really excited to be doing these events. It's just great to have more and more of this in the area, to have original music and songwriters sharing. I see some familiar faces from other song rounds. Hi, Johnny.
Hi, Nicole.
Thanks for being here. And we're going to go and get started. So just the vibe of a songwriter round or listening room or whatever you want to call it is to just give that respect of listening to songs and the stories. So not so much of a loud atmosphere, but really just kind of listening. So if you guys do need to chat or catch up with people, you can certainly head over by the bar or the coffee shop. But here we're about listening to music. So thanks again for being here. I'm just going to have the artists share a little bit about themselves and just what got them started in music and songwriting. So, yeah.
Okay, well, my name's Kira, as you already know. I started playing guitar when I was 10, and I really wasn't writing that seriously, not until I got into college when I was studying music business, and I was starting to get surrounded by all this songwriting, and I thought maybe it's something I could do too, and then started writing and really fell in love with it and decided that's what I'm gonna focus on. So yeah, it's nothing crazy, just a little story.
Yeah, my name's Jake. Came here from the suburbs of Chicago. I had the fortune of moving in with a roommate in college that played guitar, and I just thought it was the coolest thing there was. So I didn't start until I was 23. So late bloomer, but once I started, I never stopped. So I'm happy to be here.
Well, I started playing because my mom put me in how to play guitar rec center class when I was in 6th grade. I'm not kidding you. My mother, who's absolutely the most literal person in the world, thought, well, maybe David will find this. And I certainly did. I learned how to tune a guitar. I learned G, C, and D chord shapes. And then I didn't play guitar again until I was a freshman in college. And I picked it up out of anger, envy, and competitiveness. Someone else got a part in a play that I went out for because they played guitar and I didn't. And that was the last time that could ever be said. It's time to learn, teach yourself how to play guitar, and with the exception of learning how to tune it when you're in 6th grade.
Fantastic. All right. Well, that was the shortest bios I've gotten so far.
Oh, I can go on for another half hour if you'd like.
No, it's okay. I've been actually trying to ask some questions sometimes throughout the songwriter round, so I'll be giving you guys some questions to get some more stories about what got you into music. So I'll share a little about myself as well. I started young, just wanted to play piano because I had family that were in music and I had friends that were doing it, so I said, I want to try too. So I started playing piano when I was young, and just have always loved words, poetry, and music, that just all of that encompassing. But wasn't ever somebody that just couldn't sit down and put them together, the poetry, the words, and the music. So they were kind of separate, but both loves in my life. And just went into voice lessons, that kind of a deal where your teacher is really teaching you how to get out of your shell more than singing. Because I was petrified of singing in front of people back then. So that was really a wonderful learning experience. Later on, went into college for vocal performance minor and scholarship. And music kind of changed for me because it was putting me in this box where you're like working hard at it all the time. And it kind of didn't become fun anymore for me. I was kind of falling away from loving music with how intense that was. So I ended up dropping the minor, still doing some music stuff in school, and graduated, went out to work in California, and got a job for a nonprofit on a mountain. We didn't really have much there besides, hanging out with each other on our breaks. So I met a really cool co-worker who had been in a band, who had song written, and who played guitar. And she had an extra guitar. She said, take this and borrow it for the summer. And so on my breaks, we didn't have much to do, so I would play guitar and try to figure out chords. And she said, you said you've been writing, so make a song, you know? One of those really cool people that is just so joyful and encouraging. You know, you need those people in your life, especially when you're creating art and putting it out there. So that was where I wrote my first song, and that kind of got things started for me where I said, okay, I want to keep doing this in a way I enjoy and not being in such a box. And started to just write more and more, and moved back home, did a lot of open mics, and got some good reactions. And you know, so you guys being here and encouraging these artists is just a huge part of it that really just keeps that fire burning for creative people, you know. And so fast forward to now, I work with horses, but I also songwrite, teach voice lessons, piano lessons. I gig around in Northern Illinois and Southern Wisconsin, primarily solo, duo, and with my little 3-piece tumbleweed country band. And just love hosting these events so I can get to know more amazing songwriters and for you guys to be able to hear what they have. Because it's so fun to hear the covers that everybody knows in the bars, right? And the restaurants, but it's really cool to hear the stuff people have to say. So that's a little bit of my story. And let's get this started with some music. So I will go ahead and start, play a song, tell a little bit about it, and then we'll just keep going down the line for our first round. This is an older song, and kind of a sad one, you know, from those relationships that you go through in the past that are just not working out or are bringing out a lot of emotions. And those are hard ones to write. So this is one I wrote a while back, and it's called All Okay. Sounds like we need to retune. But that is the humid land we live in, right?
Oh my God.
Should have seen me last night outside at a gig.
There's a famous folk singer named Art Fiend who would like to say, days like today remind every guitar that they were once a tree.
Oh my gosh, I love that. You have to use that now.
Oh yeah.
There's also a really awesome local fiddle player, Georgia Ray. She just played at the market this morning. And she took a video of herself at a gig, and her string broke on her fiddle, and she literally played a song about breaking a string while replacing the string. I will forever be like, I can never measure up. You are amazing. It's the coolest thing if you ever check that out online.
There's an old story about the famous violin virtuoso Paganini that he in his concerts would purposely file down the high string so it would break while he's playing it. He would transpose what he was playing to the amazement of the audience. It was actually something he did in practice and knew how to do. But the fact that you didn't know, that's showmanship.
We're gonna hear some good stories from you tonight. I can feel it.
I got a million.
The rain falls against Alaska. It's just you and I again. But we can still pretend that we are all
the car stops. I wish that I could get high. Leave all these questions behind. To see the end inside. Will we be okay? 'Cause baby, we're killing each other. Maybe it's time to cut together. It's more than our good behavior. Quit looking what's around the corner. Inside of all this blind pride, it keeps us far apart tonight. 'Cause baby, we're killing each other. Maybe it's time to cut together. It's more than our good behavior. Quit looking what's around the corner. Inside of all this blind pride, it keeps us far apart tonight. And we're thankful we know we're still there. Baby, we'll be all okay. Sounds a little song. All okay.
Starting to start a sad vibe, bro. Yeah. All you.
Okay, so this first song, it's not that deep. It was just I wrote it based off like the phrase that popped in my head. It was "Old habits die hard." I'm sure some of you have heard that saying. So basically, I had thought of that, and I was like, how can I build a story around just that phrase? Yeah. So this one's called "Old Habits." Like the cup of coffee right and I wake up. Oh, I'm before I had enough. I keep reaching for it. When I'm at home alone, wind up scrolling through my phone. Your number's already on my fingertips. Getting to use the sound of my voice, saying for more. I'm way past the point of calling it closure. I don't need you, I just need to forget how I once longed for your touch. Try as I might, I know I'll call you tonight. And I wish that I didn't keep letting you break my heart. But old habits down. It's like lighting up a cigarette. Yeah, I know that it's bad, but I still wanna let it burn. I know it'd be good for me. Leave you alone and get some sleep, but the thought of you keeps me up all night. Oh, I don't need you, I just need to be